Chianca's got some work to do coming into this event, sitting quite a ways down the ratings.
Yeah, Joao's had a tough start to 2026, and I was about to say, if he's going to try and match Filipe on very similar sized waves.
Yeah, this is my first time here, and I'm just so happy to have a left point break on the tour. I mean, switching up from J-Bay was a little bit sad, but as a goofy, I'm really stoked. It's so beautiful here. It's been really fun in the warm-ups, and stoked to see the comp on. Oh,
absolutely. As we get into this second round for the men now, and Toledo taking on a countryman in Joao Chianca. And Toledo up at the moment. He was electrifying on the Gold Coast, back to his best. A semi-final finish there, and putting up the best heat score total of the season. Getting off to a great start. He just looks so limber and alive on his boards at the moment. He is sharp and ready.
The nature of the size of that wave was able to kind of tee off a little bit more, make the manoeuvres look really impactful. First thing I'm picking up here on Filipe's first wave run is the equipment. The rocker through the nose looks a lot flatter. It also looks a lot wider as well, so perhaps Filipe dropping down onto a more fish style of a board, bit of a hybrid shape. We'll get some confirmation out of that, but what he's doing incredibly well here is maintaining this flow and speed between the turns, and really just zipping all over the face of this one, extracting all the points out of it. Just didn't, it kind of, for me, lacked that one or two big intense moment. Geez, he kind of stitched everything together so well as we'd expect from Filipe. There's some great vision here from the water angle. Great technique, Filipe just pivoting so tightly off the top.
To make a tilt towards a third world title. Behind him though, Chianca starts with a beautiful float, rides the lip and stomps that move with ease. And now works his way back, just setting up another steep section down the line here. Both these guys have a lot of torque in their surfing and surf with plenty of speed and hit the lip with a lot of venom. Chianca's not done with this one. Just powering his way down the line. He is looking to make a big climb up the rankings here at stop number 4. As he loads up for a finish there, whips that board through a nice vertical hit and kicks out way down the line. Bit of a lull in that last heat.
I've had some people tear up. It just brings so much joy to my heart, and I'm so glad that I can share the stoke with all the girls.
Oh, so good to have you in here. We've got a big heat here. We mentioned Chianca's really trying to reignite his season with a huge result here. Toledo, he already steadied the ship with a... Absolutely. We're loving the opportunity to chat with Aaron Brooks here as we watch a couple of the Brazil's finest out there fighting for a place in the third round. Toledo with the strongest start, 6.83, but Chianca not too far behind and deep on the ledge here. Toledo starts with a beautiful floater and he combos it up with some great release, attacking the pocket. This is already on its way to a better score than his first, and he makes the most of that falling lip, really climbs on top of it beautifully. And like Richie identified, he has gone to a less traditional shape here. And this board seems to be working beautifully. And that's a big risk to take. But Toledo obviously just feeling very confident as he annihilates the final section and then calls for the ski. This is going to be a big score. Kind of feels like excellent surfing to me.
It really does feel like excellent surfing. And he's gone... probably about a K all the way down.
Aaron, why don't you take us through this ride?
Yeah, I mean, speed is an understatement, and this is one of the biggest waves we've seen in so long, and the way that he just lined up his maneuvers, he did it so perfectly and got so tight in the pocket and did a really good job at the end to make it. You'll see it here, but yeah, just carrying so much speed throughout this wave and through the fatter sections, and he went so far. He's maybe 30, 45 second wave. Seems like he's at a wave pool.
Watch this final turn, just clicks and gets that super pivoting action. Twin fins do. They also allow you to gain a lot of speed quickly. And this was Joao. This must have been the wave after Filipe's. So really good signs here in terms of the last few sets that we've seen starting to stand up. Oh, just skipping off the bottom there.
Whoa.
Just losing a little. He looks incredibly fit. Has already said that he might be in, career best form fitness-wise. Mentally, he feels like he's in a great place, but the results didn't flow for him through the earlier steps of the championship tour schedule. As we see Chianca here on the outside, right there on the ledge, takes off, gets into that first section, but doesn't get the opportunity to flow straight back into a second move. The wave slows up for a moment, and now it'll go again. And he'll look to get that rhythm happening. You can see he's trying his best to square up these backhand hits. Flowing, and then throws everything into the section.
I mean, there's like barnacles on the rocks, so it's not like too like mossy or slippery as you would think. But like something I was going to say earlier is Filipe doesn't even have a deck pad.
He doesn't, no, not on this board.
I was kind of chirping about that because earlier with like all of this wind coming up the face, it's super choppy and a little bit hard to hold on. So he must be using some really sticky wax.
Yeah, it's a good pickup for sure, especially on those smaller boards.
Long time themselves, and they've been really helping me keep my head up and just stay focused and stay happy. So I really appreciate everyone in Snakes Camp.
Okay, we've got Chianca up at the moment. He's desperate on this one. He needs this wave to stand up. He looks like he's ready to take flight. Oh! He tries to find the section. He falls awkwardly on his equipment. He was
Seems like everything's okay.
Quick to check that board. And Toledo on the outside doesn't really need this wave. Sizes it up. He has an 8.83 and a 6.83.
I want to see him go to the air.
Yeah, well, I think that's what he might be looking for on this wave because there hasn't been a whole lot on the outside. But now starts to find his rhythm. Falls into place. He gets a little swamp by the lip there, holding on to that hope. But right now what he's got to do is find some space from Toledo. Is holding priority, swinging on the inside. He'll try and get some speed. He'll likely need to go to the sky if he's going to go near perfect on this ride. Working that board through these flatter sections. Now trying to build some speed. This wave's starting to shut down though. Doesn't get the opportunity to take flight. And Filipe, it's just a bit of a victory lap.
Let's see it.
Loading up. Has some speed. Keeps the board in the water for the moment. And now starts to accelerate again. Foot to the floor. Takes the sky. He gets the lift but can't get the completion. There's the numbers. Another impressive heat score total for Filipe, including an excellent ride. 8.83.